Visit a Salvation Army restore or other salvage store, and you will find shelves of perfectly good glass pendant shades. For this project, you will need black lead-lined strips. Simply peel away a thin strip from the sheet. It will be sticky on one side. Lay the strip along the top perimeter edge of your glass shade. Press the lead line to the glass so it sticks. Once you get around the perimeter, snip the end so it meets up with the original starting point. Repeat this same process on the bottom perimeter of the shade. If you have a square-shaped shade like mine, apply lead lines in the same manner to the 4 corner edges of the shade. Once you have the shape of the shade outlined with the lead lines, you can get creative in creating a design that you like on the rest of the shade. Once the lead lines are laid, you will need some black liquid lead. Squeeze a dot of the liquid lead to each and every connecting point of the lead lines. Now it's time to paint. There are so many colors available in glass paint. I decided to keep it simple and go with a beautiful royal blue color. Now what do you do with this painted shade? Grab a wine glass, pop in a tea light, and place your new shade on top of the glass for an instant mini lamp. Round glass shades work well for this project too. Placed on top of a green wine glass, this is the perfect lamp for a kitchen counter.
These cute containers came from the Dollar Tree. They have them in various colors, and I absolutely love the scallop detail on them. And I'm using a very, very small strip of this adhesive tape. And then to attach the pink to the purple, I'm gonna go ahead and place the adhesive about right in there. Slide together both containers. And it will push your tape down a little bit, but this should be covered up by the puck light. And you're gonna wanna repeat the exact same step on the other sconce. And you could also use clear sconces. You could spray paint yours a gold color if you'd like to. There's really a lot of options. Just holding them together for about 10 seconds or so, just so they join. And as you can see, very firm hold. You have to really work to get them apart, which is exactly what I'm going for. And once your containers are joined, you're gonna wanna move on to adding your light source. I'm not gonna have any electrical in this project, so I am using these really affordable puck lights. Got them on Amazon. I think the pack of 2 was $12. Just take one of your adhesives that comes with it and just pop it right in the middle there. And you're gonna wanna make sure that the diameter fits inside your container, but you're just going to adhere the puck lights on the inside. And this is how they will look. How cool, right? And I am in the attic in our old observatory, which I converted into a reading nook. I've got a large adhesive strip, and I'm just going to put it on the back side of my sconces, and then I'm going to attach it to the wall. And hold for about 10 to 15 seconds. And here is a zoomed out look of the sconces on the wall. I think there's such a fun detail and pop of color. I'm gonna go ahead and turn them on. I'm really liking this red, but I'll let her choose her favorite color. I think it turned out super cute and not too bad for only $15.
I grabbed some mirror paint and thrifted light fixtures for this stunning home decor. I added a splash of vinegar to a spray bottle with water and lightly sprayed the inside of the glass light fixture. Next, I sprayed the mirror paint on the inside and drained the extra water and paint out. I sprayed the light fixture base black. Once dry, I painted antique gold rub and buff on it, and I blended it in well, leaving some of the black showing. Once dry, I added battery fairy lights inside the glass, and now I've got the most beautiful light up orbs, perfect for the winter season. I hope this inspired you to create with your thrifted light fixtures.
You're not going to believe what I did with mini lights and a hula hoop. I spray painted one side of the hula hoop green, I let it dry, flipped it over, and spray painted the other side. Once dry, I used a green zip tie to attach faux vine greenery to the hula hoop, and I wrapped it around. Next, I tied jute around the hula hoop and strung it across the hoop to the other side. I wrapped it around a couple of times and then strung it back and tied it where I started. I did this 3 more times, evenly dividing the sections of where I tied the jute and crossing at the same spot in the center. With each of the long ends, I tied them to either side of the ring of the mason jar. Next, I glued jute weaving around the battery pack of mini string lights, wrapped the lights around, and then I stuffed it in each mason jar. I attached the mason jars to the ring and hung it all up. I added in some prisms with fishing line and a little more greenery, and now I have the most stunning mason jar chandelier. This is so perfect for an outdoor patio, enchanted themed party, or an outdoor wedding.
While I'm browsing at the thrift store, I'm always looking for items that can be turned into completely different things. I'm going to begin by removing the price tags off the votive holders and then using a bit of rubbing alcohol just to give these a good thorough clean. Then I'm going to come in with some napkins. I'm going to be removing the 2 sets of ply underneath the pattern design. To begin this part of the project, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut the napkin down into strips. Once I've cut the napkin down into even strips, I'm going to go ahead and come in with some Mod Podge, and we're going to take our first vessel and we're going to do a strip of Mod Podge going down one side of the glass vessel over the top and then back down the other side. Then we're going to take a strip of napkin and we're going to place it down over the Mod Podge, lightly patting it into place so that we don't rip the napkin. Then I'm going to continue doing this pattern, working across the vessel, working in strips, making sure I've covered the entire thing. I'm going to come in and add another layer of Mod Podge over the whole thing once I've done the strips. Once it's completely dried, I'm going to use a pair of scissors to cut off the overhanging edges of napkin. And then I'm going to come in with a sanding block and I'm just going to go around just doing a rough little sand to make sure I've got rid of all the unsmooth edges of napkin. To finish off the edge, I'm going to take this acrylic paint marker and I'm going to go all around the bottom edge of the glass vessel just to give it a nice gold finished look. Then I'm going to bring in my little wine glasses that I got. These I got for $1.29 each, which I thought was a great price. And I'm going to use these battery operated tea lights that I got from the dollar store, and I'm going to put them in the bottom of the little wine glasses. Place the glass vessel over top, and what I've created here is some tiny little mini lamps. And I think these are so cute, so adorable, and such a different way to use some glass vessels from the thrift store as well as some tiny wine glasses. So I have this little bud vase here that I also got at the thrift store, and when I saw it on the shelf, it was next to this little bowl. And when I put them together, they created the cutest little lamp. But because this bud vase is so small, the opening is very tiny, I'm not able to get a tea light in there. So I got the idea to get these mini string wired lights, and I'm going to feed them down into the bottom of the bud vase. Once I've done that, I'm simply just going to tape the remaining wire to the back of the bud vase, and then I just have to put the batteries in the battery pack and it lights up. But I think this is a great start to this project, and while I was doing this, I even had the idea that you could switch out the lights for different colors of different seasons. I've placed it here in my kitchen and it looks so cute, especially at nighttime with the lights off. It kind of acts as a little night light. So I hope this idea inspires you to get creative with things that you find around the thrift store to make some mini lamps of your own.